Hey there, welcome to the next video on this neural network series. In this video we are going to implement the derivative of the loss function. So in order to do that, what I'll do is I'll show you how the formula works. So I'll show you the mathematical formula and I'll give you a couple of seconds for you to implement it by yourself, and then I'll show you how I will do it. So if you take a look at the line above in here, you have here the L for the loss function, and the left argument was the target value and the right argument was the actual output. And what we did was we subtracted the two, we squared it, and then we computed the mean. And computing the mean is summing everything and dividing by n, where n is the number of elements. And so if this is the loss function, then the derivative of the loss function with respect to the little o over here is going to be this. It's the, actually I don't know why I have those indices over there, so it's actually this. So it's the difference between the two, it's going to be o minus t, 2 times that, and then divided by n, where n is that same number of elements. So go ahead and pause the video and try to implement this by yourself, and then I'll show you how I would do it. Okay, so I'm assuming you already had a go at it. And how can we do this? How can we do this? So just taking a look at the MSE loss function, you can see here that we compute the squares and then we perform that averaging up. So in order to compute the derivative, what we can do is we can do the MSE loss for derivative psi, and now we want to edit this, and let's also add the comment saying that this is the derivative of the MSE loss function, and let's keep track of what is what. So let's say that omega is the network output and alpha is the correct target. Now what the formula said was that we should take O minus t, so omega minus alpha, we should multiply that by 2, sorry about that, we should multiply that by 2 and then divide by n, where n here was the tally of the SQ variable, which is just the size or the tally of either omega or alpha. So we can do that again. So the tally of omega divided by 2 times that subtraction. Now it's really important that you pay close attention to the order in which you do the subtraction, because depending on the order in which you do it, there's going to be or not a minus sign, and in my case there's no minus sign because I did it in this order, so make sure to be careful with that, okay? And that's essentially it. Yeah, so this is the derivative. We can just check if the function is working. Let's see some value. Okay, so the function is computing something, and in the next video we will try to make sure that this is computing the correct values for the derivative. So I'll see you then.